So if I'm not mistaken, last time we ended stream and we're looking for Triss. Triss Merigold.
I've got a cold.
Oh yeah, crossing eyes. I forgot about that option. I can't cross my butt cheeks. That's a level of flexibility you'll never have. Not with that attitude. Not with that attitude. You just gotta believe. You got to believe. Get it? Believe. Exploration defaults. Okay.
I'm warning you.
Going back to what Pool.
Cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Going back to what Pool said about video game.
It's gone, so I'm afraid to see
I
the
completely understand why you did not finish
witchcraft.
the games that you have played. They're both of those games are very large and very daunting. I have no judgment whatsoever. You are fine. Okay, I'm gonna follow. Ooh, yummy, yummy. 10 out of 10.
Got my eye on you.
Even vomited after that. This is The Witcher! People burp and fart and hiss and meow and everything when I walk by. You didn't notice? You didn't notice that before? Oh look, you did it again. Yummy. Alright, I'm looking for a beggar. A beggar. I guess the volume wasn't loud enough. You did not. I'm not. Okay, you know what? First of all, I'm not Neekums, okay? I'm not Neekums. I am not a great burper. I'm not a great burper. I seek a witcher of unsullied reputation regarding prior achievements and references who will undertake the task of combing the residents on the outskirts of the city recently acquired by the undersigned Count Cart Dicer. Oh! I know that quest. Excuse me. That's right. That's right, she is. Good thing Ta has a higher bar. What devil likes to do with fish? Tartarus sauce. No, but that reminds me. I'm gonna go grab a drink and some water, so I'll be right back. Water and drink have been acquired. On behalf of the Merchants Guild, I hereby announce the following. Water and drink. Yes. You gotta have both. Yeah, I've reached out to Andrea a few times. She's just too busy. Can't do it right now. Don't bother her. Having a good Merry Christmas? I'm having a very fair Merry Christmas. Thank you. Thank you very much. Y'all miss what I'm gonna do for Christmas tomorrow. So we got presents behind me. Chat defend! Chat defend! Holy cow, I did not expect a raid today. Thank you so much, Lexiology. Welcome in. I appreciate it very, very much. What were you playing today? Was it Witcher? Was it Witcher? Defend! What do we do? What do we do? Merry Christmas Eve. Thank you. You as well. How was your stream? What were you playing? How you doing? What you doing for Christmas? All the questions. Oh, that's fabulous. That's fantastic. Is it your first playthrough? Welcome in, chat. My name is Everest. I'm a variety broadcaster. I like really large games that play forever to play. Ah! Rick Mako? Thank you so much. Thank you so heckin' much for the freaking sub. Thank you for gifting a sub to Lexi. Lexi, I hope you enjoy all those wonderful emotes. And, oh my lord. Hi, Lucas. Merry Christmas. Winter Steam sale has started. Spend wisely. Guys, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome in. I appreciate it very much. 10 out of 10. I made them myself. Thank you. I'm a variety broadcaster. I play games that are super long and take forever to complete. So if you like super variety, this isn't the place to be. We probably play the same game for like a few weeks. So if that's your thing, stay. Which is my favorite game of pretty much all time. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and I can't think of what it's called. Death March. We're playing on Death March. And we are, for story reference, for those that know. Oh shit, guys. My vacuum is on right now. My like robot vacuum. Hold on a second. Shit. A lot has happened in a very short amount of time, so I apologize. We have a robot vacuum that turns on at 5 o'clock. His name is Ava from movie, but anyway, it just went on, so I turned it off. Otherwise, that would have been fun. Okay, rolling back. We are playing this game on Death March difficulty. Any other questions? Lexi, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You don't have to do that at all. At all. And Ritmako, thank you so much for the Prime sub as well, on top of the gift sub. Thank you so much. I am probably botching your name to shit, but appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dr. Farmer, thank you for the follow as well. Lexi, what kind of games do you like to play? We'll start with that question. On behalf of the Merchants Guild, I hereby announce the following. A particularly bold beast and imp, to our thinking, has taken to thieving in the market near the city gates. Oh, so you like hard games. I commend you. That's awesome. That's heckin' awesome. Did you lift today? I did not. This morning we were on a goose chase for cranberries. Not a joke. We went to like 5 different stores to try and find cranberries. No, please, please, please. Go do what you need to do. Relax, chill, lurk. I appreciate the raid so much. I'll have to return the favor someday, I hope. Take care. Thank you so much for leaving your community with me. That's how you got Gotham Knights from the Steam sale? I haven't even looked I haven't even looked at the Steam sale. There's no point. Why should I go buying games that I'm not gonna play? Nope, I did not lift today, unfortunately. Gwent lovers. Nope, that's not me. Veteran seeks companion for last mission. Required. Willing to travel overseas. Has own gear. Experience fighting and tracking. You have like 30 games from Epic now. Did you buy it with a sale, or did you're just stating facts here? Back when I was like a baby gamer, and I got my Steam account for the first time, like the first Christmas sale or the first like holiday sale or whatever it was, I went ham. I bought like 20 games. I was like, 99 cents? Hell yeah. Haven't touched them. Veteran seeks companion for last mission. Required. Willing to travel overseas. Has own gear. Experience fighting and tracking. Preferred sense of humor and a strong head. By order of the City Council number 1408DZ185, a reward has been set aside for the killing of the monster which torments and murders residents of the Bits After Dark. The only acceptable proof of having performed this deed shall be a trophy taken from the monster's body. Because that's what gamers do? I've done it. I'm just not doing it this year. I lied. I bought one game off of the Epic Store, and I bought Disney Dreamlight Valley. That's the exception. I did that. I did that thing. Okay. Anyone looking to bash some heads will find plenty of worthy ones in our fair city. Those interested in joining the fun, sign up for a tournament. Georgius Georg. Known as the Pile Driver. Archibald O'Neill. And Captain Iron Mortimer. And Durden. Georgius Georg. I'm gonna name my next cat that. Only game you bought from Epic was Borderlands 3. Because you didn't want to wait 6 months. This game sounds so loud. Alright, so in the story, we are current for those who do or don't want to spoil themselves. We are currently in Novigrad, just got to Novigrad. And we are here to find Triss. Okay, now we gotta follow this thief man. Can I walk?
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Did I already fail this game? I mean, this quest?
Move on.
You bought Tiny Tina's? But that was because a friend had a partnership with the studio and got stuff for people buying the game using her link. Nice. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only games that I like would play is like Hades, because Hades 2 is coming out in spring, which I'm really looking forward to. And then, what was the other one I listed?
It's burning flesh.
I guess Middle Earth Shadow of War, but that's
Just look at the freak.
meh. I heard it's good, but I probably wouldn't stream it. Guardians of the Galaxy, Gotham Knights, and God of War. Oh, God of War. Yep, I've heard nothing but good things about Hades. Nothing but good things about that game.
So tired, you're positively pale.
You're positively pale. But you haven't played. Have you watched people play it? I've watched a few people play it. Okay. Rough night. Hi, Ash, how are you? Is this something that we have to like leave and then come back? I've never done this quest like halfway.
Spend all night spanking balls.
I've always like continued the quest right after the cutscene, so I had no issues, and now I'm like confused because now I have to like find a person.
So tired you're positively pale.
They're not here. Here we go. Here's a guy. I know a guy. Merry just before Christmas Day! Is that the beggar? Triss, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Miscreants into the city.
And everybody else that I missed. Thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate it.
Novigrad, capital of the world, yet they let such rabble in.
Maybe when you figure out your controller stick. I mean, here's a beggar, but he's not moving. That's not gonna help me. Hello, sir.
Arms for the poor.
At first, I thought it a jest.
Maybe I have to follow this guy over here. He's already halfway there. Yeah, that's probably... No, he's sitting down too.
Wobbly.
Never done it this way before, so we have to figure this out.
Oh, God. A reaper's come for me.
Barbarian.
Maybe we have to go even further.
How is business?
Ate at a kingfisher. You're sorted for at least
No.
2 days.
Witcher.
Just gotta adjust the
God.
position with it.
What you got
Reaper's come
planned?
for me.
Look kindly on a wretched soul. Aid one who last saw nourishment 3 days past.
All right, give you a crown.
Crown's enough, man. When your gut's so empty,
Oh.
it's stuck flat to your spine.
Could give you more on one condition. You tell me where you drop your takings for the day.
I drop them with me lady. Serious trouble if I didn't.
Oh, you have to do it this way. You're lying.
Go on lying like that and you won't get a thing.
Hi,
I swear
Arasani.
it. Honest as a
Hold
child,
on, I'll
I am,
answer your
innit?
Christmas
I know you
questions in
pay
just a
tribute to the
second, because
king of
I'm getting that
beggars.
question a lot.
Don't have a choice.
As far as I'm concerned, the king of beggars can stick his crown up his arse, then shove it even deeper with his scepter. Bugger won't get a broken copper from me.
You're either pretty damn brave or just plain stupid.
What's he gonna do? Break me legs? Let him. Me taking's double as a cripple.
From what I hear, they'd break your legs just to start.
Some coin for me future widow, then.
Oh no, Frost, that's horrible. 50 gold? I must have paid 50 gold? Ah!
There. Now tell me where the putrid
50
grove is.
gold for
It's the
5
least you could do.
experience.
I don't know. And believe you me, I don't want to know. God's protect.
I feel gypped.
There at Loch Marine. I bloody well told him not to stick his arse where he don't
Well,
belong.
that didn't help. I literally got, I'm short 50 gold and he didn't take me any closer where I need to
Deal
be.
with the witches, then we'll come for you, don't you worry.
Okay, so for breakfast tomorrow, for tonight, we're probably going to watch Harry Potter and then open up our stocking stuffers. Tomorrow, we're going to open presents, and then I'm going to make breakfast. I'm going to make French toast with a homemade berry sauce on the side, and then Parmesan hash browns. And what was the other thing I was going to make with that? Oh, and homemade sausages. And then for dinner, Josh is on dinner duty, and he is gonna make
Scandalous.
ham
Such
with
miscreants into the city.
red potato mashed potatoes, some herbed like butter broccoli thing, and a cranberry sauce. I'm not moving.
Over me coffin, sing this cheer.
And now I wish I didn't ask. Yo, fam, I'm pretty excited about it. We did have plans to go visit family. We usually do family during the holidays. But Josh is dealing with some health issues, and then my mom just got over COVID, and she's not contagious. She tested negative, but it's like we didn't know that until like yesterday. So we're like, okay, we're just gonna not do it. It's not my fault. You asked.
You sensed something.
It's
Gotta
not
stay
my
further back.
fault. Oh, sweet.
I got a piss like a racehorse.
Gotta follow. Where? Wait.
Pizza rank.
Oh, the beggars are different from the town. Oh, I got confused because. Is there a way I can move slower, please? There we go.
Ate at a kingfisher.
Because it came up as like townsperson, and I guess that's kind of the point. Because they're a secret society, and so they're not gonna be called a beggar.
Stride, the gaze oh so fierce. Mock a witcher just once and you're gone.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
Leave me alone. Piss off.
Get out of my way.
What's a crown to a gentleman like you? Easy as spitting.
Piss off while I'm still willing to let you go.
Don't mess with Geralt.
The bonny birds that prance by here, teats like full belly.
Why is your hair so grey, darling?
What word is banned? What word is banned?
I expect
The NO word. So be it. What time is it? 5:18? 5:48. I mean, what's gonna happen to me if I say the NO word?
If I see a man busy, I just sod off.
Do you see what I do?
You would have picked the word Geralt. Yeah. That would have been a really good that would have been a really good option. Opportunity has been missed.
What is it, grey boy?
Wah, wah. Not like anything inherently bad happens if I say the word. Kind of wish it was daytime.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
Ew. So many people throwing up. It's so disgusting. Thank God I didn't eat.
No loitering round here.
Stream ends if I say the word. This seems a bit brutal, don't you think?
For half price, I'll undress halfway. You're
Officer, taking a rest from witch hunting. Greetings, Your Honour. Good to see you.
High
again.
stakes.
Of course. Keep this up and you'll earn yourselves a preferential rate.
What if I'm reading something off in game and it says the word? Oh yeah, I do say that. I do say that word in the middle of a fight all the time. New Year's is next week. I don't drink on New Year's.
Open up.
I don't drink much at all.
Who are you and what do you want?
I hate the gross, horrible feeling in the morning. Will you be drinking in this game? But possibly. Probably. I don't know. To be fair, Geralt, like, drinks, like, potions and strong liquors all the time. As a survival technique. What you got back there?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worms been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot
And a
for
trimmed
oddities.
beard.
Heard right.
Don't forget the trimmed beard.
Get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grave's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Delusion level 2? I don't have it? 50? I have to pay 50 coin again? Hold on. Fresh out of coin.
Might be a problem there.
Then come back once you've solved it.
Delusion level 2. We need to get it. And the fact that we don't have it is a problem. So that's delusion level 3. Okay, so we need to just up the ability. Boom. And might as well just like even it out and do 3. Cool. Knock knock. Who's there?
Open up.
Oh, my old friend there.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grave's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Or you can just let me in.
I won't pay. Let me in.
That's what I'm
Yes,
talking about.
sir.
I'd say as long as you have a chimney. I say as long as you have a chimney, Santa come into your house. I do not have a chimney. So Santa Claus will not be going to my house. Wah, wah, wah. God, that is like a third time in like 5 minutes. You just started straight up vomiting in my ear.
Good.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See, you two know each other.
Of course, we know each
You
other.
know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Am I mistaken? Or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with 2 swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See,
What?
Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city
I don't have an answer.
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy
I don't
of the
have an
Church of
answer,
Eternal
Arasani.
Fire as its puppeteer.
I see where you're getting at, and it's not gonna work.
When Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Eternal fire my ass.
Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
He's
Yours.
probably right.
Yeah, mine. And me friends.
Dijkstra.
But that's a tale for another time. For
Dijkstra.
now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
I'll be your shopping buddy. Let's go. Hey, Ash, you do you. It's Christmas
What's
Eve.
your
As far as I'm
arrangement?
concerned,
Using you?
like,
Helping me to
sky's the
survive,
limit.
actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret.
You
Bound
do
to be
you,
back
boo.
soon.
I ain't here to judge.
I take
That's
it you're a
true.
Novigrad on important
What have you been
business.
playing recently?
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely,
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
her. Here. No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Oh, the cat! Oh, it's the cat's fault. It all makes sense now.
Hello, Clue. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure
Nice,
it'll turn up
Ash.
research.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
That Ash, do you prefer people to call you Justin or Ash? I'll get it. I'll be the hero.
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane.
Started playing this again when they released the next gen update, and it made you realize you need a new gaming
Wanted to
PC.
freshen up anyway.
I have a super souped up rig in that I still can't play with ray tracing.
Until I began to prick his heels. Every man
So I was very disappointed because ray tracing looks so good in this game. Let me say, it looks so good.
Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out he was devilishly tough.
Hi, Andrew.
I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
You were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
It runs fine on console though, unfortunately. I'm on PC. You're at the hospital. Oh no! Please take care. Time to go underground. Oh my god, I'm so close to falling in there. Nuh-uh. Oh, hello, drowner. Hold on, hold on. Oh, sham. Wow. Are you sleeping? Nice. Nice. This reminds me when you killed the Thieves Guild in Skyrim. God, that was so like 6 years ago. Quite literally. Hi, Will. Merry Christmas Eve. Hi, Jesse. Likewise. How are you? It probably was F5. Probably was what? Ooh. Grab the loot. Grab the loot.
There's a draft.
Oh, 6 years ago? Oh, absolutely. I've been on Twitch since 2016. September 24th? September 24th of 2016 was the first day I streamed. It's like the only date I remember.
Well,
I can't remember anyone's birthday, but I can remember that date. Find the secret passage. A brick. Good.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean
I'm
something.
good. We're making the best of a situation. Didn't know. I mean, I didn't know until a few days ago that I'd be staying in town for Christmas, but here we are.
Stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes 3 things: coin, and
Even more coin.
judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom, unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
I don't remember him saying that. Do wonders for my complexion. Maybe I should go swimming in the sewer. Maybe it'll make my acne go away. Hope you remember your wedding day. Well, yeah, I remember my birthday, and then I remember Josh's birthday. I'm really good at remembering people's birthday month. I've heard the sewers. Yeah, I know, especially with like how cold it is outside. We were to like single-digit temperatures over the last like 4 days. Some quiet guy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Appreciate it. Triss, are you floating? Yes! She absolutely is.
Find the parcel, Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing
Oh, I
swim.
believe it.
Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my back.
Girl, you're such a flirt.
Cousins aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Yeah, see, everyone makes fun of Oregon for being like pussies about the winter weather, but honestly, the
Covered my memory.
ice is way worse than snow, in my opinion.
Stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have.
Scary story.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Is it stream appropriate?
Well?
Wait, it looks like you've never cleaned your car before? Yeah, ice can go F itself.
Non-humans exhibit a natural inclination towards brigandry.
You had to walk to the gym? Brr. That's why you wore pants. It's safe? Yeah, you can tell your story if you'd like.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
I'm her bodyguard.
Is that a problem?
Once upon a time.
No, I'm surprised.
In a land very, very far
I
away.
expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon and Co. is a serious outfit.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I feel super lucky. So I drive a Mini Cooper, and it's only a 2-door, so it's the small car. And we have a garage. We're renting a garage in our apartment complex, and since my car is small enough, we're able to store our stuff in the garage. But I can also park my car in the garage, so I feel very lucky that I'm able to do that. My snow brushing has been pretty minimal, fortunately. I feel very, very... Let's just say it's like one of those things you forget to appreciate, and then when you realize it, you're just like, oh man, so thankful that's something that I have. It's interesting when you like drive around and you see other people's cars parked, and it's like they've got this mountain wall of snow outside of their car. It's like, you never go anywhere, clearly. You know, there's like a foot of snow on top of their car, just like there, and you know, it's like, wow, okay, you haven't moved in like 3 weeks. Next, they'll move down to a smaller car, like a smart car. You mean like a Fiat? No. See, my criteria, I have one criteria, and it's like I'm a self-employed massage therapist, so I take my massage table with me, and my car has to be large enough to fit a massage table in it. If it doesn't, it's a no-go. It's a not go. It's a not go. It is a option that I cannot choose. It's very close. I caught myself though. Was it strapped to the top? No, it's already annoying enough to have to pull out a massage table and put it away at like 3 to 4 times a day. I really don't want to have to strap it on top of my car 3 to 4 times a day. You'll pay in advance, please.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I want
She
you to pay
looks
in
so
full in advance.
terrifying when like only one eye is like popping out of her head.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine, a full purse of Novigrad crowns, as proof of my goodwill.
Wheel.
We need to
Oh
place these crystals
no.
around the granary. Near
I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. Place rat traps. Rats.
I'll cover half the space. You take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity
Triss,
looks
you're
like,
better than
but
rats.
rodents-
Why are you dealing with
I'd
rats?
rather be somewhere else. I'd rather
Hi,
be sitting in a
Twisty.
royal council meeting. But they killed me.
Merry Crimbus.
Look for crevices.
Merry Crimbus Eve. I'm low-key surprised that no one has come in
Can't do that without sprinkling
and
incense. Don't really feel up to looking for
said Merry Christmas Eve Eve. I haven't gotten that joke today. Huge heckin' surprise.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either.
It's my night? What do you
Can't help but
mean?
agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to
Merry
haggle?
Christmas Eve Eve.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I'm worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Make all your clients buy their own table. Those are like the best ones. I have a few that have their own massage table that they have at home, and it's so nice. So nice. Josh is sleeping. Where the heck? Did I miss this one? Really? Really?
I think I plugged every hole in there.
All right.
Merdius,
Get ready for
thank you
some
so much
magic
for that follow.
fireworks. Once
Welcome
I
in.
activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
Maddie, how are you? No. Yes and no. He is still... He is not... He is... Yes and no, both. He is not doing better. That's not fair. That's not fair. I was like 5 minutes away from... I was 5 minutes away. That's not exactly fair. Because it's kind of a serious topic. He is not. Yes, and kind of. My fiance is dealing with recovering from being sick and health issues, various other health issues. For his own privacy and respect, I will not talk about them.
Scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
FYI, we're romancing Triss, in case anyone was curious. Option number 1 or option number 2? Online wedding? We're probably gonna stream the wedding. No! We've talked about this! We've talked about this. We've talked about the fact that this is a Triss stream. This is not a Yennefer stream. I thought you knew. We don't even know when we're getting married yet, so I don't have an answer for that. I've plugged every hole. Yep. You're doing fine. Mighty fine. Good. I'm doing good. Could be better, but I am good. We're in town for the holidays this weekend, and we only just knew that like 3 or 4 days ago. So here we are. Josh taking a nap. I'm streaming. Life is good. You're just teasing. God damn it. Streamed weddings are fun. I don't even know where we're gonna get. I don't even know where it's gonna happen at all. Everyone asked me. It's like, Everest, you know, or my real name, who's talking to me. When are you getting married? When are you getting married? It's like, I just got engaged. I don't fucking know when I'm getting married. Yes. I'm in a kind of a weird lull. I'm trying to like reestablish like good habits again. Like going, you know, sleeping, like getting adequate sleep, sleeping on time, waking up on time, eating enough food, and going to the gym. Those are my, like, those are the things I'm trying to be better about. The habitual way. Oh. We are not having kids. It's biologically impossible. And that's all I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's biologically impossible at this point to have kids. Between us two. Are you truly or just pretending? Option 1 or option 2, chat? Option 1 or option 2? 2? No! No! 2? 2? 2?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
No!
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's just... it's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Buttery dinner rolls. Thank you for the follow. I love buttery dinner rolls.
Don't know yet. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Why is she so grouchy? Did I do something wrong? Like, did I say the wrong thing? Is she mad at me? Twisty, that's not appropriate. Please don't even.
Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done.
It's not funny.
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start.
Knew it.
If these boys are here to help
Called
us kill
it.
rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
Hi, Scarlet.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta.
Ooh,
Just
fire.
remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Scarlet Vampire, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Okay. Quen. Quen. Oh boy. Holy cow.
Bastard hired me on the assumption you wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Wait, didn't he pay us? Did Brandon pay us? I thought I told him to pay up before the job was done. What a meanie poo. Dude's arm. You need a drink, but you don't want to disturb the cat. Make the cat get it for you. Problem solved. Oh wait, you don't want to disturb the cat. I was so overpowered when you got these recently due to overpowering myself accidentally. Felt like the butcher of Blaviken. I'm pretty on level. I think those guys were like level 10 and then I'm level 12. So I'm pretty on level. I'm surprised honestly, because if you go to the map here, like I did 90% of this stuff. Like here. Can I turn off like... No, I can't. Okay, so like, do you see all these gray? So, gray things are gone. Gray things are there. Gray things are gone. Gray things are there. So like, all of that stuff, I completed. And I'm only level 12, which seems silly to me. Probably because I haven't done like half the quests that I have. But yeah, I'm pretty on level for what this quest is right now. What difficulty are you playing on? You wish you would pull her weight around here? I mean, cats be cats. Cats be what cats do. How do I have 120? Do I have heavy armor? Medium. Yes. It's so much gold though. I'll drop that. It's a whole 10 weight. I will take your money. I will take your money. It is so good to see you, Ash. It really is. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Really do appreciate it. Is it on sale, CT? Is this game on sale?
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They
Ooh.
forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire
For
to
how
my home,
much?
my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not
Ninth
like those
playthrough?
murderers.
Holy
Shut
cow.
up. I should kill you.
I thought I was bad. I'm not saying you're bad, but you know. You know what I mean.
So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Give us the money. Give us the money.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
Should watch out for yourself or no need? No need or should watch out for yourself. That's like more protective. 1 or 2? Ah! Holy cow! Bondage Spider in with the sub drop. Can we get some hype in chat? What's up, Good Point? How are you? Exclamation point hype. Thank you so much, Bondage Spider. Merry Christmas to you. How are you? How are you? And everyone who just got a sub, congratulations. Thank you so much for being here in chat today. Enjoy your emotes and everything else that comes with being a sub. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Insert hype here. Isn't that like way more work? Way more work. I need to pee so bad. 1 or 2, chat. 1 or 2. Hanging in there? I feel ya. I feel ya. No! 2. I want her to love me!
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an
Dandelion!
There's an oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by.
100
Follow
Spider,
the
thank you
canal
so
away
much for
from
the
fish
gift
market.
subs.
The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, DeJohn Kier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
All right. See you later.
Unlike Kira, I definitely will be stopping by.
You ain't got but your soiled breeches.
Hype here inserts. Hype goes here. Insert hype in the blank. Fill the blanks with your hype.
Deliver up
Ah! Did that pop up as a quest? Anyway, unlike Kira, we definitely will be going back to see Triss. I skipped the geared quest because Kira, like, flat out annoys the heck out of me. Forgot how... Yeah, Triss is a babe, dude! Triss is a babe! I don't understand, y'all. Y'all yen lovers out there in the world. The only thing that I wish this game had was a way to be like, remove certain quests. Be like, because I'm yet again, I said that I wouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do this. I'm not playing Gwent this playthrough again. I don't have the time to play Gwent. But like, you know, I already failed this quest technically, but it still lists as something that I can do. It's like, why is this here? I don't want this to be here. I want this to be gone. I'm not okay. So first of all, I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have the time to play Gwent. That just, you know, increases your gameplay time by like, you know, another 100 hours or something like that. And I'm not good at it. I don't need any more reasons to be embarrassed on stream. Can y'all sympathize? What quest is it having me do? Find the dreamer in the old house. Holy cow, this is a level 7 quest. Oh, that's right. There's always room for one embarrassment. Don't you worry. I have plenty of ways to embarrass myself in this stream. I don't need one more. You think they only got into Gwent one playthrough just to get the trophy and achievement? Yeah. See, that's what I would do, is like just to get the achievement. And then I heard that there's some like decent story. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. Oh.
Oh.
Nice, Tyler. Enjoy that sub.
Oh, hey now.
passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you care about it?
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be.
What's the?
What are the symptoms?
It's the. This is the quest with the
there.
godling.
Giggling.
Is her name like Sarah or something?
And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week, well, you shan't believe it. I found a human.
Yeah. I love this part. Me too. I love this part. Why are you standing here? That's a dumb
Not interested
question.
in what's going on inside. Seeing it for yourself.
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact.
I know.
Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
I think Geralt has like a soft spot for godlings because I feel like he gets more chipper when they're around.
I'd like to go inside. Look
With
around.
Johnny.
I don't usually let strangers rummage
With
around.
Sarah.
Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter. Call that my whim. Truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Ones, economically.
All right, here we go. Stuff. Can I take it? Yeah. Steel ingot, raspberry juice.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that.
You made a gin sour with orange and bergamot jam. It tastes like a creamsicle. Dude, you fancy. You fancy, dude.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Yeah. I agree.
Stop. Go away.
We've spent a lot of time. We spent a lot of time, like, bitching about the Witcher show on this channel. Wheels, please take care.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
I have faith. Thanks so much for dropping in today. Please feel better.
The doll. The attic.
This isn't the main story quest, right? This is the side quest?
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Wait. Oh. She's still in a dream state?
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
I liked season 2 more than season 1.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Probably because there was like less time skipping. But they're both enjoyable. Sorry, gotta loot first. More important. Hard? I know, right? I have little faith in video game TV shows nowadays. I've just grown. It's kind of a sad way to be, but I've just grown to just assume the worst. And just like if I'm surprised and things turn out better than I expect, then great. But I never expect stuff to be great. You know what I mean? I've given up. I have given up. Rings of Power pissed me off. Pissed me off. Examine the drawing. Just like most comic book shows. That irritates me for a different reason. Hold on. Would it be books? Letter. Crumpled notes. Bloodstained document. Letter. No, that's not it. Shoot. I'm supposed to do the thing. There it is. Paper on which a crib has been hastily drawn by a child. Contract haunted house. Imp. Nah, I got you. Yeah, Eskel's death was pretty lame.
Strange stuff. A doll.
At least I didn't make
a cradle.
I don't want to spoil the show for people who haven't seen it. I mean, it's been a while, so it's it's whatever, but like at least like
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it.
put the doll in the crib. Where's the crib?
Stop. Go away.
There it is.
Leave it.
Roach's death was supposed to be a joke. I don't know whose executive decision that was before they changed it. Like, what? Roach is like Geralt's best friend. Why would they do such a horrible thing? Come on. Yeah, so TV show.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate.
A
riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Is there anybody in chat who has not seen the show and wants it to be spoiler free? You know what? I'm just gonna pretext right now. I'm gonna be talking about TV show spoilers, so if you haven't seen the show and you want to, close your earballs. Mute the stream. Do whatever you need to do. In season 2, Roach dies. And, according to an article I read, the original idea was that it was going to be a funny thing. Roach's death was going to be something funny. Or like a joke or something like that. And then Henry was like, excuse me, no. And then they fixed it. But yeah, oh hell no. Like, nope, big mistakes would have been made. Fortunately, they were not made. That's just an example. Rings of Power, you can understand they didn't have the source material. The one... Yeah, okay, yeah. I just think it's silly. I'm not going to talk about Rings of Power because that's too soon. I'm going to leave that one to the void, but God, that makes me, everything about that makes me so mad. the direction that they took that show. Have you seen the hate campaign people are making against Henry, telling lies about Henry? Saying he's let go because he's inappropriate with female cast and I didn't hear that rumor. There's so much like drama going around about that whole situation. And I don't even know if like half of it's true. You know what I mean? Pretty cool about Warhammer, though. No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Like, as a brick that I can't pick up. Merry Christmas! Hi, Prom! Like, why can't I interact with this right now? Is that the remnants of this door that I just smashed? I didn't watch the Henry Cavill Superman. But that's not really it's not because, I don't know, it's because I typically don't watch a ton of superhero shows. The heck, dude? Where's the oven? Did I miss it? Oops. Didn't want to do that.
Well, Witcher, what have you learned? More importantly, what have you resolved?
Working on it. Bye.
Something or someone's playing hide and seek with me in there. Left signs showing where to go, what to do. I'll try to figure out what's going on and who it is.
The second sword, is it in case the first
Why?
one breaks?
Why did that cutscene even happen? Like, I'm not done yet, dude. Give me a sec. Give me a sec to figure this out. How's my Christmas Eve? There we go. Somebody said the joke. Oh, the oven. It's right there. I'm a moron. Oh my god. It just wasn't flashing red. Usually stuff's flashing red. Wah, wah, wah. Well, it's funny because like 30 minutes ago... Hold on a second.
Scared you, didn't I? I could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her awake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer.
Well, this is a
I'd like
main
you to let her
story
wake
quest.
up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
What are you, Canadian?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily.
I don't know, Jovial.
Find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
I love how they all have like the same like cringy face where like half their lip is up. Like it's stuck on a tooth or something. It's funny, Prom, because like 30 minutes ago, I was like, man, I'm so surprised that no one has come in and said the Merry Christmas Eve joke. I wanted to stream last night so I could be like, Merry Christmas Eve. But I didn't. I'm good. Just like 4 days ago, I found out that we weren't going to visit my family for Christmas because of health reasons, and my mom just got over COVID. So we decided like last minute to be like, okay, it's probably not a good idea to do Christmas, so staying home for the weekend, which it's fine. I'd rather, wasn't really in the mood to do like a 5.5 hour drive this weekend. That too, Tyler. Yeah, we're making breakfast tomorrow, and then Josh is doing dinner tomorrow, and then we're probably gonna watch some Harry Potter, open presents. Sounds like a good time. Be a nice, relaxing weekend. I'm looking forward to it. What else was I gonna say? Someone needs glasses for the next year. Are you talking about me, Sue? I have glasses. I'm just not wearing them. Let's make a deal.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that, and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
They're so intelligent. I love them. They're so... I don't know. I love them. Hi, Rye. No, I really need to do that. I was lazy and I didn't put my contacts in today. Dun dun dun.
Who are you?
Triss Merigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me.
Oh boy.
I know it must sound foolish. But in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
Have a chest of drawers was coming to eat me. I'd be pretty terrified
The dreams,
too.
they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right.
Ooh.
See you there.
All done.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
What did I say I was gonna do? Did I say I was gonna leave the, did I say I was gonna tell Sarah that the house, to pretend the house is haunted to save the godling? What did I say I was gonna do? I missed it. Tell him the lie? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corrine dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. Though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid.
Oh no, not the crowns.
Can't put me in the poorhouse.
Dun, dun,
We're
dun.
already dependent on the black.
That nobody cares about your money. Least of all me.
I think I'm in love.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
Oops, wrong door.
Oh!
Screw the eternal fire. Nobody likes you. Notice board, another one.
What was it happened to Falters again?
I'm in need of a portrait artist to paint a likeness of my beloved daughter. This portrait is needed in order to finalize the betrothal contract in which she is to enter with a young man from Kovir. Newcomers are hereby informed that in Novigrad, one worships the eternal fire and only in the eternal fire. Yeah, screw Radovan, dude. The practice of any other religion will be treated as an act of heresy and punished to the full extent of the law. Particularly forbidden is the wearing of the symbols of other deities. Pains me to inform you that in light of recent events, the decision is made to call off our planned Festival of Nilfgaardian Culture. Clearly. So the clever fuck is taken to relieving himself on my doorframe every night. If you're reading these words, pay attention. I purchased a top-notch dwarven crossbow at market. And I'm gonna sit at my window day in and day out till the end of the world if I have to, waiting for you to show again. So unless you want to bolt between your eyes or up your hiney, go empty your water somewhere else, you dirty hooligan. Still not as good as the quad butt-cheeked guy. In recent days, several officers of the Temple Guard have been ravaged to death in a most bestial manner. An investigation has been launched to look into the matter, so the perpetrator shall soon feel the iron grip of justice closing around his throat. Anyone able to help the guardsmen track down and punish this murder or murderers, as the case may be, is asked to report to the nearest guard post at once. A reward is foreseen. To all Gwent players.
Burghers and burgesses of the free city of Novigrad, Master Claytop, that would be me, has the honor to announce that betting is now open.
Hey,
CT, for some reason, I was thinking that you already did own this game. And that you hadn't played it before. You should absolutely buy it. I don't know how much they're selling it on Steam or Steam sale or whatever, but it's worth it. You're getting like essentially 150 hours of gameplay. And I would buy 150 hours of gameplay for like $50.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this
Boobies!
before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve
$8? Bruh. You have no excuse. Buy this shit.
It's important you're truthful.
150 hours of really good story for $8? Downloading Shadow of Mordor and War. Fantasy RPG open world action adventure mode. Yeah, activate. Yep. You've come to the right place if that is your interest. Because that's all I play. At least that's my favorite. I play other stuff too, but those are my favorite games. Dragonfly! Merry Crimbus. Nice of Everest to draw our attention to the important stuff. It's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
Gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about.
With Kira, you can
Ask questions.
see her like
Try to flesh out
nips.
feelings, emotions.
You can totally see like her
Truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me
practically your
acknowledge
nippies.
that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
Yeah, Scarlet, exactly.
I don't. It's my client.
150 is like
my gift lies in some
pretty limited. Like that's like
at times,
that's if you don't do everything, basically.
True events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
I finished my last playthrough around like just over 100 hours, maybe 120, 25-ish. No, it would be about 150 because we did all the DLC, so it would have been around 150, but I skipped Skellige. If you include Skellige, easily like 100, probably 175 hours or so. Ridiculous. Though I crashed. Crash is not the right word. I totally went ham and did all of like the Novigrad Villain question marks on the map in like a couple of hours. I just went boom, 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 and just like all the shit.
Let's begin.
To start with,
Christmas ham.
you have with this woman.
What for?
Don't remind me, Dragonfly.
I need the strongest,
those were
most
bad
complete
memories.
Siri. The woman's name is Siri.
Yep, we're planning to do all the Skellige content this playthrough, so 2 thumbs up. It was like the freaking worst. So freaking mad. My first playthrough, I chose all the wrong options and I killed Siri. I'm so mad. So we had to play it again. Hi Perceptual, how are you? Johnny was involved in your last playthrough of this quest? No. Yeah, I know. It was so bad. I was so mad. It was on stream too, so it was like ultimate disappointment. I was like, chat, are you kidding me? I like nearly died. Ugh, bad memories. No, Sarah was. I didn't know Johnny could be part of this quest. Is that if you tell Johnny to like go to Novigrad or something? No, Johnny the Godling, CT. Not Johnny Silverhand. Wrong CDPR game. Siri. The woman's name is Siri.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later,
That makes me sad. Any opportunity to see Johnny again, I'd love to.
girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
More than destiny.
Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
But I don't have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy.
I'm not a Ciri hater. I wanted everything for Ciri to be alive and to be a Witcher with me, but
stamina couldn't hurt.
I didn't choose the right options, so I had to go back and redo it all.
Stone came loose. She lost her.
And then I got the good. And then I got what I feel to be the best ending.
Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day.
I don't feel like her being the queen of Nilfgaard is the best ending.
Knew then
That's just
Ciri was
me.
maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Fuck.
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
Sure.
I have more to say.
Then please do.
I don't know, Dragonfly. Oh, that sucks so much.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut.
I liked the game too much not to, like, get
well.
the good ending, you know?
Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternally.
Like, I was pretty upset, but more with myself, not the game.
She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
But after that, I decided I wanted to play on the hardest difficulty.
Tell me about them.
Because it wasn't enough of a challenge for me. I like there to be some, like, mild challenge to gameplay.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Falker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the Firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. I don't know.
Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her.
I just like
the emotions you so
fake arm slaves, I guess. Dragonfly.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If I were her, I'd be really cold.
I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Dandelion.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
No, it's like temperate. Dandelion, you pompous fool. What the heck?
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past.
$10? Bruh. There are way worse things that I could think of spending $10 on.
Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him.
Someone left in the Rosemary Time in their will.
The inn?
The Rosemary Time? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The Rosemary is just past it.
Oh, that horrible armor?
So I've heard.
Oh my gosh. No, you want the DLC. You absolutely want the DLC.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher.
Bye, Ash. Take care. Have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. He got mad at you for buying the game because he knew you'd be addicted to it? Aw. There are worse problems to have in life. I played this game for the first time and I never looked back. In fact, I'm cursed in the sense that I haven't been able to find a game to replace this game. I really want to play God of War though. I haven't played the first one yet. I think that would be a heckin' blast. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. Red Dead 2. Those are okay, so those are kind of like the three games. Three games that I want to play is God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, and finish it this time, and Mass Effect 2.